What is going on, All-Terrain Nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or some Broncos that we're never going to get to drive, this is your All-Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and today we got the email, well, nobody wanted. But first, if you haven't yet, smash that like button. What does that do, you say? Well, it just helps other people find the channel. They may have similarities to you and they don't know about the channel, so it allows YouTube to say, hey, come see these guys. And if we haven't yet, we're trying to earn your subscription, so smash the subscribe button there. We got goals to hit about 5,000 by December, and with your help, we can do that. So we're going to jump into this video, but first, I want comments, guys. How mad are you, or does this change your position on Ford? And well, let's just get into this video because people are going to be either you're going to be pissed off or you're going to be, well, this is what I kind of thought was coming. So let's just jump into this video.
All right, so let's break this email down a little bit. This is probably upsetting for most of you, and I don't blame you at all. We all back in 2020, July of 2020, we're all presented this amazing opportunity to get a really cool off-road vehicle. I feel like I've said it in the past. I feel like Ford just kind of wasn't exactly ready for that launch. The launch itself was great, but I don't feel like the vehicle was exactly ready. They didn't have all the pieces in line to make this thing happen. And obviously, yes, we had a pandemic happen in the middle of this. So I've often said, that excuse only works for so long. But now that they've sent this email, they can no longer use that as an excuse. You've burnt that now. So we were supposed to get these updates. We were supposed to get a build time for your Bronco by May. May's come and gone, basically. If you're watching this, it's probably already, if you're not watching it tonight, you're probably watching it a few weeks down the road. It's come and gone. This is the update we got. And, well, it's a reason, I said it. It's a reason why there's a Gladiator in the driveway right now, even though I will have a Bronco. But I didn't have time to wait for, I needed channel content, so we got a new vehicle. Anyway, so let's get into this. See, we've all been waiting to get into back into the wild for a long time now. Yeah, we have. And we've all been patient. Well, I don't think everybody's been patient, but what can you do? We're doing the best we can through the pandemic, unprecedented demand, blah, blah, blah. And this is where it gets good. Through a supply chain hurdles and countless other things you don't give a damn about. Actually, I think a lot of people do give a damn about this. All you want is a Bronco. Yes, that is when it comes down to it. I think unless you're a reporter like me, you just want your vehicle. So the reason for this email is the reason this email is down to the wire is because they're doing everything they possibly can to avoid sending it. Well, I would say yes. Ford doesn't want to give that $100 back. That's a lot of cheddar there that they're going to have to give back. And though I think I would say they've probably given 20% of it back, but that's still, you don't want to give that money back if you don't have to. Let's see, this launch has scuttled our best intentions and assumptions, so we want to set things right by talking to you straight. We are not able to give you a delivery timing update. Uh-oh, let's see what the next page says. This is due to, this is where it gets great. They start throwing people under the bus. This is due to the Achilles heel in the launch, hardtop roofs. Our production capacity does not match up with the actual orders we received. And while we are investing millions of dollars to fix the roof supply issue, that investment unfortunately won't materialize overnight. Well, they say that, but and yes, plants, building stuff, they don't overnight, yes. But they knew by, let's say, September of last year that they were going to have a problem. So you've had, 9 months or so that you had to start ramping things up. And yes, labor has been an issue. We've dealt with the thing we really don't need to talk about, but let's set the expectations a little better. So, given these challenges, and here they're talking about the roof supply issue, which everybody knew about. This is no secret by any means, but let's get into this. Given these challenges, we unfortunately cannot provide you with a definite delivery window. Instead, we will alert you as your Bronco achieves every milestone in the production process. This is nothing new right here. Scheduled for production. You'll get your approximate build week. Built, this email will say, hey, we've built it. We're going to ship it. And then you get the shipping, which will say, hey, we're shipping this. So then it says, we know these emails cannot come soon enough. So for those who need to get get off-road right now, we are offering priority access to our complimentary off-road driving experience at Bronco Off-Rodeo. Now, let's time out on this email real quick. Let's talk about Off-Road Rodeo for a minute. You've got 190,000 pre-orders. How many of those 190,000, and if you did your, supposedly if you did your, by March, got your order in, you get to go to this. What was it, 60 or 70% put their orders in March of the 190,000? And what they have, there's an East Coast, there's Texas, there's Moab, and I believe there's one more rodeo. And it's basically a day and a half that you get down there. They fly you in, they kind of get you settled, and then you have a day with it, and then you fly out. And I've seen what they're calling off-road. It's for probably a majority of the people, it would be to their expectations, but for me, it's a waste of my time. I signed up for it. You can have my spot. I'm not going to that just to go. I'm not flying to Texas on my own dime to put myself up in a hotel on my own dime to drive a truck for 3 or 4 hours and gravel and a couple little dirt roads and stuff. And I'm not crapping on it. Once again, for probably 90% of these or 80% of these Broncos will never go off road. So maybe you're the one that experienced what the Bronco's capable of. I get it. There are not enough spots in these off-rodeos. They could do it for 5 years, and I don't think they have enough spots. Thing has to be running 24/7. There's not enough spots. So let's stop right there and say we're going to give priority, because you already gave priority if you got your reservation in by March. So it's a little BS right there. And like I said, there's not enough spots. They're running dealers through this thing now. You can go all summer. And unless they have all 5 of these things going at once, which, how many Broncos does that take? Now, once again, we're having top issues, right? If you're having this much top issues, you got to stop sending these Broncos to every part of the country. Now, granted, there's a truckload of them that go to all the little auto shows and stuff. I understand that. But maybe we back the hype down just a little bit and maybe not have Bronco Nation or whoever going out and selling more of these things, that's what Bronco Nation's about. It's about selling Broncos. And maybe we calibrate those expectations down a little bit by stopping taking them to dealerships. If you can't get your initial run, especially your first edition runs, you have no business taking these things to dealerships to let people kind of walk through them. I get it. There's people who are pissed off. They want to see them. They want to feel like they're not being ripped off with $100. Ford's a big enough company. People should know they're not going to get ripped off by the company. But still, set the tone right. But let's get back into this. So the emails cannot come soon enough. So let's see. The built email, there's the ship. So as it ends, we know these emails cannot come soon enough. For those that need to get off-road, they're going to do their rodeo right there. And you can click the link, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason, I keep hearing about how Bronco Nation isn't a part of Ford, but they damn sure get put in every email. Anyways, that's for another day. So we are deeply grateful for your underlying love of this vehicle, and thank you again for bearing with us. We are going to start to get these Broncos out there, and we can't wait to get you out there with the doors off, roof off, way off the paved surface. Sincerely, the entire Bronco team. Well, once again, set expectations, guys. You knocked it out of the park with the launch. You kind of almost messed up every other part of this. Stop with all the videos on Bronco Nation or whoever's doing those videos. That needs to slow down about all these walkarounds, because the hype train, you can't continue to push a hype train if you got nothing to hype. People cannot buy it. And I'm not upset. I know I'm probably excited in this video, and it's just my passion for vehicles in general. But I really feel like Ford's just done themselves a major disservice, and I bet money, and they won't ever release this, I guarantee you with this email, they just dropped another probably 20,000 or more Broncos, which maybe that's their intent. Maybe they're hoping people will back out of these things, and so they get a realistic number of maybe 100,000. Because I know They were hoping to build 60,000 this year, and that's from now till December. If you're building 100 tops a day at max, somebody's math was way off. And if their math was that way off, they probably deserve to be not a part of the Bronco or Ford team anymore. So I don't know. And that's probably me just being too aggressive, but I just feel like there's a lawsuit between some companies or something's going on there. So there you go, guys. There's the email.
Well, there you have it. Yeah, I hate to be like I've talked about this for quite a while. I've said things on forums. People laugh at me and thought, well, no. Guys, I'm pretty connected to the auto industry, and I kind of have a good pulse of what's going on here. And well, yeah, this is why there's a Gladiator in the driveway right now till Ford can actually build me a Bronco. But does this change your outcome? Are you just so hardcore Bronco that you're like, you know what, I can hold out and wait? I would have held out and wait if I could have. If I didn't think about a month ago this was about to happen, I would have not had a Gladiator in the driveway and I would have just held out. But I figured, well, 22 is the year for me. So in the comments, leave a comment about this comment. And until next time, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, you know the drill. This is your All Terrain Nation. Sadly, I'm your host, David Boyd. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.